The OBS starts working. Okay, we are now live. So, welcome back for another week of Per ASPERA ad infinitum. How are you guys today? Feeling good?
We're hanging in there. We're all back together.
Yeah. So, I think I mentioned that from now on I would like for everyone to give the callback to last session. Or I haven't mentioned that yet.
No, not
Yeah.
yet.
I get confused. Yeah, there's so many tables right now. I have like 7 tables. I have to remember which ones I said something. Or I can write that down along with the campaign notes. Okay, but yeah, then let me do that for now. But starting next week, then you guys give the summary,
recap.
the recap, the summary from last session. Okay, so last week we started meeting a different kind of creature that, as everyone mentioned before, came from another plane of existence. He mysteriously came and said that he wanted to help you in your endeavor for the day. So you went, you took the note from the notice board, speaking about the necromancer hiding in the woods near in the surroundings of Torpe, and you went to Sylvia's to see what that was about. You on the way there, you noticed Sylvia's was kind of a how can I say that lightly? Not a nice person. And getting there, you notice that maybe the necromancer and its apprentice they weren't hurting anybody except for the moral question of raising the dead. You gathered the information that they were only there for studying, but they were using necromancy actively to keep themselves to only for a matter of defense, because in their words there has been mercenaries from the capital, from Mons Domus, that try to that attacked them, and they were only defending themselves using skeletons and zombies and whatnot. So you try to discuss with them the moral questions, and you didn't manage to make an agreement. So instead, you pretend to have left his camp, and then you came back just to steal his spell book, just to steal his spell book. Sorry. After that, you went back to Torpe. You you made a prank with the old man Silvius, and you came back to the tavern, and you met Chandara and Urist there. So the 5 of you are now back together. What do you do now? Also, you forgot everything about Lomar, the wizard that came from other places. So what do you guys do now?
You will never, Dara, you will never believe it.
What?
We stood up to the necromancer, and I was shaking. It was really scary. Ned and I were just sitting right there, and it was really, really terrifying. And it looked like one wrong thing, and he would probably be able to kill us really easily. But we didn't try and fight him. One, because that would have been dumb. Because we did that the last time with Ani, and it didn't go well. And we got this book, and I just lay it on the table and flip it open and stare at it and look at it. I'm like, we got this.
Ooh.
I have no idea what it says.
Neither do I. So
We
Maybe?
fully established Dara can't read, right?
Yeah, but I can't read it either, and I can read.
is it in not common?
Some of it is. some of it looks in common, some of it looks just like symbols, some of it looks like other languages, maybe? I don't know. This, I can feel it. It's super powerful, but it feels different than how, like, the stuff I do inside of me feels. But I'm excited.
Do I recognize the language? I speak Elvish and Sylvan.
Okay. As you take a look at this book, the first thing that you notice, everyone around notice, not only the spell related people, but you all feel that it has such a mystical aura around him. It's kind of like it's a letter bound tone, but it feels like it's kind of unnatural somehow. Like maybe the letter from its cover, it's made from the letter of a different type of creature, like a rare type of creature. Something about him just feels odd. When you open its pages and you try to take a read at them, you all it's like it's not just the language that it's different. You can read the words, you can know you can read them out loud if you want, but the way that is written, it's like when you're like 12 and you open like the school book for physics, like a it's the same, it's English, but you don't understand it. It's something like that. It's so high level that you have to concentrate and this take like 5 minutes to discern a single sentence.
Hmm. I know that I'm not the best judge of words, but I don't know, something about this book just makes my tummy icky.
You think the leather is made out of human skin?
Well, I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm glad somebody did.
I think she like Blythe shakes her hands off of it and is like, maybe I'll just make a nice cover for it.
We could just rip the pages out.
I don't want to do anything that might mess with the magic, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable defacing the human skin book.
Yeah,
But
what
I
if the
also-
pages are made of skin too.
Oh, worse.
Blythe is just gonna like close it and stuff it in her bag. But I do worry about him maybe coming after it. So I don't know. Maybe should like, I know, maybe try and find a way to like keep it out of his. He seemed really powerful. I bet he could like try and find it if he wanted to.
Okay, so I'm having lots of feelings because I'm really proud of you for stealing. Like, that's awesome. But why would you steal from a powerful necromancer that makes books out of people? Like, I feel
Technically,
like that's
she
a
didn't
me
steal
choice,
anything.
not a you choice.
Technically, to correct the record, Blythe did not steal it. Squidly did.
May have been partially part of an idea I had, but I think it was because I don't know that he can cast all of these things if he doesn't have his book. So I was thinking maybe he might stop doing some stuff if he didn't have his book.
Do Urist and I'm blanking. Sorry.
Dara.
Yeah. Have they met Squidly?
No.
Yeah, they haven't.
Nope.
Oh yeah, guys, I made a new friend. Meet Squidly.
Where is he?
Is he on your shoulder again?
He's just kind of hovering over my shoulder at all times, kind of dripping wetly.
Yum.
You? And I just like squish his little eyeball, well, big eyeball.
What's that?
Okay,
What?
hear me out.
What?
He looks awful, but he's a bro.
No, he's broing on me.
He's cute. Look at the little eyeball.
It helps that he like fits in the palm of your hand.
At this point, I think you're also gonna see a little like spectral white cat with long hair brush up against your legs, Dara. And this is Daisy.
And I just like, I'm immediately on the floor playing with the cat. No fucks given.
We are.
No happy place.
We're both on the floor playing with the cat.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay, Squidly. I still love you.
I think Blythe will like scritch at like one of Squidly's tentacles, I guess, and be like, "Don't worry, you're loved too," and then just like fling a slime off of her finger as she pulls away.
It is viscous.
Jack.
We have so many friends.
So many friends.
The family
I'm
is growing
so
fast.
Each session were less like a party and more like a circus.
DM, what day of the week is it in game? By chance?
Since you still haven't passed a day since the last session, so it is still, I think it was Wednesday.
Yeah. Cool.
We didn't take a long rest.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a long rest and like take a day or two, get to Friday before we go bandit hunting.
Well, I was thinking too, we could also like try and collect any information in town they might have about the bandits and like get prepared as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
What
Yeah.
bandits?
The ones on the board. It's our last thing in Thorpe to do.
Yep.
Okay, you guys only read the first one to me, so I have no idea what's been happening, and I've just been agreeing. So what are we doing with bandits?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Blythe is gonna go run up to the bulletin board and snag the bandit like flyer and bring it to the table,
Okay.
and read it to Dara.
Devonlynne, remind me to talk to my guy about getting you the ability to read.
Yeah, there's a bandit guy that we've got to track down. Some bandits got to track down and bring them on Mons Domos, and that's like the last payout really we have here in Thorpe.
Alive. Alive.
Alive.
Because
Yeah, we want to keep him alive.
if he's dead, we get paid less.
I mean,
Okay.
I can just command him to come. I can probably just suggest he come along with us, and he probably will. I'm very persuasive these days.
Oh, we just knock him out every time he wakes up.
That
Or
too.
we could suggest him and then restrain him while he's suggested.
Hey, you're gonna let us tie your hands behind your back and take a walk with us.
Somebody just cast sleep on him.
I do have that as well. Ned is concerningly good at incapacitating people.
We got options.
Yes.
If he starts getting a wagon and it's got white walls, we're in trouble.
So why do we have to wait till Friday to go get the bandits?
There's somebody I want you to meet.
Oh, I like meeting people.
Yeah, you're gonna really like this friend, Dara.
And they only do business on Fridays. And with the
Okay.
bandits, we have to bring them to Mons Domos, so we want to kind of be done with whatever we need to do here, I think, before we go.
Okay. That makes sense.
So yeah, I think. But before we do that, this round's on me, and she's gonna go up and get a round of drinks for everybody.
Yay! Thank you.
The brute force.
The brute force.
The brute force.
The brute force.
So we're going to Mons Domos next, right?
After we get the
After
bandits.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Is it me or should brute force be drinking craft beer?
They're just so hoppy.
I
Oh,
don't
that
like
was
beer.
mean.
Ned asks for an IPA.
Life is more of like a Moscato or a like Riesling girl with ice cubes in it right now.
You would be drinking white.
Vita goes all hoppy on Blythe's head.
That or like a vodka cranberry is what Blythe drinks right now.
Oh, I don't think we're in that kind of establishment. I think that's going to be heavy vodka like crayon.
Mm.
Surprise me with
given
something
Vita's
fruity.
predilections. Oh yeah, definitely.
I
Given
go-
Vita's tastes, definitely a screwdriver.
If this universe had White Claws, that is what Blythe would be drinking.
God, but where's the lie? Okay, DM, you gotta cut us off. We're gonna keep riffing DM.
No, go on. That's the joy of the RPG.
I want to go up to the bar and get a glass of water, and
Okay.
then bring it over and like put it in front of Ned, and then just like sit at the table with my hands and like my head resting on my hands, just watching Ned and the water.
Yeah. Can I help you, Sparkles?
Well, you like to talk to the water, right?
No. Oh, darling, dear
What?
heart. No, not the water. I was talking to him, and I point to Squidly. It's a whole thing. He turns into water sometimes. Squidly turns into a full puddle on the floor.
Why am I
Is it
not
like-
surprised?
Is it still like a viscous puddle?
Oh, it's super viscous. It's almost a full jelly.
So Squidly gives you your magic with water?
More like Squidly comes from the same place I get my magic. Like,
Like a store?
more like a whorehouse, I guess is a better term for it.
What's a whorehouse?
Oh,
no!
Please explain.
Blythe,
Please
I need
explain.
help.
Make it worse.
Blythe, help.
No,
please,
no.
please explain. Come on.
You are the one who gets to explain this one, my dear.
Oh no.
Aga.
Okay.
Give me a whiskey. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh, okay. So, when a mommy and a daddy don't love each other very much, sometimes daddy has to go give money to a special friend, so she'll be his friend.
He's not a child.
Well, are you positive?
Dara.
Child.
She's not a child. Dara, a brothel or a working woman's establishment is a place where someone can go and pay for sex.
Oh, that's it? Why were you
Yeah.
making it sound like creepy and to do with mommies and daddies? Okay.
I don't kink shame. I thought you people were accepting.
Downs her like terrible mead wine.
Ned goes back to drinking his shitty college IPA.
Good job, Urist is literally laughing his ass off.
So,
Background
coming back to your question regarding Squidly and my magic, there is something out there. Something that I don't really have a good grasp on, but it's big. Bigger than a mountain, bigger than the sky. It's so big, it makes my head hurt to think about it. And that
That's what she
thing...
said.
Oh, fuck you.
Sorry.
And for some reason, this thing that calls itself the Eye decides it has plans for me, or it wants something from me. And for some reason, it talks to me in the voice of my dead friends. And it's a great time. So all those cool little things that I do, like making the whispers appear and making guys go naked to a tavern, like 3 chairs down is Sylvia's still fully in his boxers.
Yes.
All that comes from the Eye. Squidly over here is a gift from the Eye. He kind of hangs around as help and I guess keeping an eye on me, pun. I don't know. I don't know if the eye does puns or not. It's still really unclear.
The eye doesn't know.
Ned downs his Ned chugs his bottle. So
is he like your god?
I'm sure he'd like to think of himself as that. I like to think of him more as
A creepy voyeur.
a boss. He's my boss. And sometimes my boss is really cool and he gives me cool little fun guys to be friends with. And other times he compels me to enslave the minds of those around me. You know, it's a mixed bag. We're dealing with it. We're working on it. I'm exploring other avenues. I'm keeping my options open.
People were worried about my skin book.
Hey, okay, no, you are not making me the bad guy here.
I'm saying it sounds like a lot of us are playing with forces we don't fully understand yet. And we should keep working to try and understand them better instead of just assuming they're bad.
Hey man, I don't want much more to do with him. Like I've got my cool little buddy at this point. I am far more interested in that very attractive high cheekbone fairy that gave me a pipe the other day.
I mean, fair.
So yeah. What about you, Dara? Where did you've heard my deal? Where does your magic come from? Because it's all kinds of different to me.
I have no idea.
You don't know. You just make stars appear out of thin air?
Yeah, yeah, kind of. There's like, I also kind of hear voices. Well, just one voice. And he talks to me sometimes. He's pretty chill. And he teaches me how to use magic, but I don't know who he is or...
Does he give you a name or anything to call him?
Yeah. And Dara knows it. Devonlynne can't remember. Let me pull up my backstory.
You mean the god you worship, right? Or
Yeah.
it's Samanus.
Yes.
Does that name mean anything to me, DM? Should I roll something for that?
Yeah, you can roll for either religion or history, but it's a based on your background, it's a rare knowledge.
I have a -1 to both, so let's just roll religion and see what happens. That's a 16.
Yeah, it's decent. Okay, so it's you know a little about the lore and the religion of the natives of Crea, or you can say the elves. They have they worship the triumvirates, or the three gods. And you don't know any details about them or whatnot, but you know their names. And one of them is Samanus. You know that Rhaenys from Torpe worships another one of those three, which is Mirai. And the third one is the one that I don't remember at the top of my head, so I'll say in about a few seconds once Google Drive opens the document for me.
Damn, imagine being forgotten by your creator as a god.
Yeah, the third one is Vixil.
Vixil, Mirai, and Simonos?
Yeah.
Those are dope god names, Ariel. Holy shit, that is great.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so I think Ned is going to go and go. So just to clarify, to make sure I'm understanding, and I recognize I have no room to judge on this. A god talks to you?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not. I don't know. I don't understand the whole gods thing. Like, I'm still trying to understand what a god is. We don't really have. There's no talk of gods back home, and anything divine was not allowed. So I don't really understand too much about it. But I just hear this voice kind of in the wind, and then sometimes he tells me how to do spells, and other times I just think or panic and shit happens. So yeah, I don't really know. I'm not a very good magic user.
I mean, who among us is, though?
You've saved our ass a couple of times.
I mean, in all fairness, I have gotten by more on my charms and good looks than any magical power.
I mean, I am
I
pretty good at not killing with my magic.
yeah, and that is something that I envy. I removed a man's bones once. That sticks with you.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Was it like all jelly?
Yes, but he was awake and conscious and screaming the whole time, and that kind of took the fun. That killed the vibe,
Yeah,
Which
that would hurt the ears.
yeah, dick move on his part, in my opinion. So I don't know. Is my magic super cool? Has it saved our bacon more than one time? Yeah. Do I wish that I had another way of doing things? I'd just like a night where I don't have to worry about nightmares. That's just me.
Well, maybe I'll talk to Simonos and maybe you can, I don't know, ditch Eyeball Dude and join mine. That's how it works, right?
Honestly, I'll consider it. Maybe.
Maybe once.
You can put in a good word for me, Dara. How about that?
I can do that. So, have people been to Mons Damos before? Like any of you folks?
Yes.
Nope.
I think Ned's probably been thrown out of a bar there once, but probably doesn't remember much.
It's where I was originally heading, but I think I got scared. I figured if anyone knew anything about what was happening to me, Mons Damos would be the place.
I think that's where all the roads are leading. If anybody sees any red-headed barmaids, I need you to let me know, so I have 10 seconds to duck and hide.
Vita will
That
keep
could be
them
fun.
busy for you.
Might want to
Appreciate
see
you,
this play out.
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
But Vita,
Yes.
is there anybody there that are there people there that look like me?
I'm gonna say that's a DM's call there. I mean, it is like the melting pot kind of the continent, right?
Yeah, it is, but
It's also the racist center against the
yeah,
elves.
that's what I was trying to read. So, Vida is not dumb. She knows how things work, right?
Yes.
So
Quite intelligent, actually.
yeah, so that it's the place where you can find it about anything, and there's a lot of guilds and a lot of work and whatnot, but only for Nelarians, only for the humans, the dwarfs, the halflings, and the few elves that you saw all the way there. They were enslaved.
Okay. Devonlynne, how pointy are Dara's ears?
They're very pointy, and not only that, she has kind of purplish gray skin and long white hair. So she looks elven in how she the ears and the delicate features and the tall, slight frame, but her skin tone and her hair says that there's more than just elf there.
So Vita's going to look right at her, and if your skin was more commonplace, I would suggest just wrapping your ears when we get there. But you might have to go a little more in depth. If you have any kind of magic to change your appearance, you might want to use it while we're there.
I picked a bad time to get rid of misty visions.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
then I could just make a silent image over her to look human.
So Blythe grew up in like a military camp, like a military base, basically. She has an idea of how deep the racism goes in the world. I think. Just like, do we get the sense that like she would be in danger there, or just unwelcome?
Yeah, so both sides, there's not a war going on right now. The peace treaty was made, but the region of Guazul, that is where you are, where Torpe is, where Mons Domus is, it's territory of the Nelarians. So they make their rules. So you know that she won't be arrested by a guard or executed just for being a free elf, but you know how people are. So
Okay, so
yes, she will be in danger from other people, not from the law. Exactly.
Okay, so it's Jim.
She's with us. She should be okay, but she's not going to be super welcome.
It's Jim Crow, not Antebellum South.
Yeah.
Vita's gonna kind of put it this way: if she stays with us, she should be fine. But she better be prepared to pay more than anybody else for anything she tries to buy.
Okay.
Well, we won't let that happen. We'll just work around things
Vita,
and be there.
You're the fastest. We're gonna need you on Dara wrangling duty. Like,
Hey, I don't need to be
No.
wrangled.
you don't need to be wrangled. You are right. You don't need to be wrangled. Wrangle is the wrong word. Escort.
Vita's gonna
Oh,
pull
I
out
like
this
that.
weird,
Sound fancy.
pair of leather cuffs and just kind of hold them up. Do we have to be this close to each other?
Give me like give me like 3 more links. Save room for Simonos.
Okay.
I think the thing is, I mean, you've seen how much hatred there is around here, even about the elves, right? People are afraid of what they don't know, and they like to blame who they view as different. And unfortunately, around here, you are someone who looks different. But Urist, Ned, and I, we will not let anyone hurt you, and we'll be with you the entire time. And
Of
we won't let
course.
anyone take it. We won't let anyone take advantage of you either.
A month ago, I hated elves, and it took meeting you and murdering some almost distractingly attractive elves to change my mind. So change is possible. It is possible. I'm living proof of that. But until it happens, we've got your back.
Vita will kind of just give Dara a bit of a shoulder nudge, and be like, "Yeah, we'll keep an eye on things. Just don't wander off, and you should be okay."
Yeah,
I just
that's
lean into Vita. Okay.
All right.
Vita's gonna start playing with Daisy.
Hager, another round before bed if you don't mind.
Of course, of course.
All right. And
okay.
I think Blythe would like to spend some time that night, though, trying to find the easiest looking spell in that book to study.
Okay. So, what we'll do is as follows. Every long rest, you can roll a intelligence check, not a intelligence save, a ability check. Okay.
Mhm.
Intelligence or Arcana?
Okay. Yeah. Arcana.
So proficiency Arcana, so it would help me.
Yeah.
That's why I ask. Okay.
Also, you may have guidance, and you guys don't have a bard,
Beautiful.
but bard inspiration, because I think you have this book for a long time. So just saying that right now.
Okay.
You may make a Arcana check. The DC
And I'm going to
is 10.
give myself guidance.
Okay.
10? Okay.
10 plus
I'm gonna give
2.
myself guidance.
Wait till I finish. 10
Sorry.
plus 2 because of the origins of the book that I won't say by now.
Okay.
Plus the level of the spell. So
Okay.
let's you don't need to target for anything. Let's just say roll a natural 20 so you can have any spell on the book. Then I will give you the one of the highest that you may be able to discern. Unless, of course, you want you specifically want I want a first level spell just so I can add it right now and use it, you know. But let's say you took a 20 and you want to know the highest level because just so you can have it already and not worry about that for some time. Okay?
Not have to waste the high roll. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so I have a +4 to Arcana, and I am going to go ahead and cast Guidance on myself as well. Because why not? So there's the Guidance, and let's go ahead and roll my Arcana. Come on.
Nice.
Okay.
Dang. And that's, yeah. Okay, so 23. I only have up to level 2 available to me right now, so I'm going to go take a second level spell.
Second level, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't automatically gain that spell for your spell book. You only manage to discover the secrets of the spell in that tome, and then to write down to your book, you need to follow the normal rules. You have to pay some gold and whatnot. Okay.
Yep.
You still
And
don't
it's
have.
50 per spell level, right?
Yeah, I think that is. You still don't
Yeah.
have your subclass of wizard, right?
No, it's next level.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do taking war magic.
Yeah, I'll
Is what
give
I'll be
you. Since it's your first roll, I'll give you what, in my opinion, is the most usable of these second level spells, which is web.
Right.
Web.
Web,
It's
okay.
a very good spell and super useful in any particular situation.
Yay!
So now
Awesome.
you are able to write web to your spell book, following the normal rules of time and cost and whatnot.
I will take that out of my inventory then and use that time that night before I go to bed.
Okay. Blythe, as you go to sleep after discovering some of the secrets of that strange tome, you feel like you are dreaming. For a second, you remember the nightmare that you had regarding that Oni that you fought. What now seems like an eternity ago, but it was only some weeks ago. You remember the Shadow Man because this dream looks so resembles the ones that the Shadow Man used to cast on all the people of Torpe so closely that the similarity is kind of uh,
Uncanny.
yeah, uncanny. That's the word. Thank you. I was trying to
You're
make the watch together and my brain just stopped. Okay. But then, Blythe, as you are dreaming, you see another shadowy creature. But this one is not giant. It's not corpulent like that form of the Oni. Instead, it looks much more like a normal human in size, in proportions, just a regular person, but still, it's completely shadowed. You can't see details, you can see its face, you only see its silhouette. What do you do?
I think Blythe is going to. So I just see the shadow. Like I don't see
Yeah.
its face. It's smaller. Correct. Okay. And about how far away is it from me?
It's 30 feet from you.
30 feet. I'm going to go ahead and send it a message and say, "What do you want?"
And he remains silent.
She's gonna say out loud then, what do you want? Why are you here? And then guiding bolt at him. Didn't do anything.
Oh
She's
no!
just pissed and gonna shoot it at him.
The Nedimi's like, no, don't attack him!
You cast a spell and it passes through him. He then starts moving towards you, and you hear a booming voice saying, I just wanted to know, who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
I am the one that wrote
Oh,
down the book.
You're the writer of the book. Oh,
It was not meant for you.
well, I have it now.
And what do you want with it? Are you looking for power?
I'm looking for knowledge.
Knowledge
I didn't ask to have
is
magic.
power.
Well, I didn't have asked to have magic thrust upon me. I didn't ask for my life to change. So now, I want to know everything about it, so I get to decide what happens to me with it, instead of letting magic decide for me.
I see. Do you want me to show you secrets that are hidden inside of the tome?
What will it cost me?
Servitude.
No. I belong to no one.
That's only a matter of time. Soon,
So you think?
I'll own everything.
The person who had you before me, was he the one who the book was meant for?
Yes. He was doing my bidding.
Seems like you should have been a bit more careful with your gift then.
That's why I came for you. Maybe, just maybe, you seemed like a better servant than that elf Quarian.
Let this be very clear to you. I serve no man.
Okay then. Have it your way.
Are we finished? I'd like to get some rest if at all possible. It's been a long few weeks.
Yeah. He just vanishes. Like a strong wind comes and that shadow, the shadow becomes smoke and just vanishes in the air.
I think you see Blythe. I mean, it's in her dream, so you wouldn't even really notice it, but Blythe is a little bit concerned about how frequently she's having these little angry outbursts and is not quite sure where they're coming from.
Okay. Light. You wake up the next day and you kind of you are worried because you don't seem to have rested well enough. In mechanical standpoints, you are long rested, but you
Okay.
feel like you feel tired when you wake up.
Do I have an exhaustion? A point of exhaustion?
No. But
Just grumpy and tired.
yeah. But
'Kay.
maybe if you keep not resting enough, maybe it will become exhaustion or something like that. Just maybe.
So maybe not every night with the creepy skin book.
Okay. And
Thank
just
you.
for the record, Ned, you have a nightmare as well. One of those.
Whatever.
At this point,
Must be Thursday.
Okay. You all wake up the next morning, and you, as you go downstairs to the bar, Hager mentions, "Well, Silvius is pissed off with you.
Oh no.
Good.
Hooray.
He said you put a spell on him to make him do something that he didn't want. I guess."
Hey, I resent that. If he fell under the charm of my seduction, then that's his fault, not mine.
Okay. He was trying to make us do some pretty uncomfortable things and generally acting like a dick. You know how he is. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, I'm not judging. I'm just passing down the message to you.
Yeah, we're not worried.
Whatever, he can come for me.
He has always been a dick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We get
Honestly, kind of deserved it. So
Okay.
minus 100 gold.
He just moves his shoulders and he continues on with his work. What do you guys want to do now?
Can we go find? Is it Friday? It's Friday, right? We waited till Friday.
No, it was Wednesday. I don't
it-
know if we wanted to do anything in our downtime day.
Yeah, you can just say what you want to do. If you want to buy something or prepare something.
Yeah, I'm going to the blacksmith to buy my armor.
Okay.
I'm going with. I want to see if he has a spare set of smith's tools I can buy.
Yeah, he has everything on that PDF. I think he has medium quality, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I do.
Lauren,
I
I
buy
think your
my new
camera
armor.
froze.
I leave him my old one since I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, he
And I don't
has.
think anyone in the party can don chainmail.
Yeah, he
Not
buys
I.
he buys used equipment by half the price. I think that's the rule of
Okay.
half
I
the
can
market price.
I can trade it in. Okay, I can trade it in as for a discount.
Yeah.
Let me check how much chainmail is. Equipment. Armor. Chainmail 75. So it's 33. Okay, 200
37.
minus 33. 37.
Yeah.
Okay.
And 5 silver.
Me and math.
So he does have
I know
smith's
the
tools.
struggle.
All right.
1 and 62. Okay. So. Yay! Now I really have 20 AC.
That was quick.
What would
Prize
you...
in 12 armor class.
Is there somebody here that sells like magic stuff or poisons?
Let me see the the note again.
Yeah, the
But I
PDF. Yeah.
Sells what? Hang on.
yeah,
I think
there's
the magic
there-
stuff was
yeah.
the magic stuff was fairly limited here.
If you want poison, it's Lexi you need to talk to.
yeah.
And she's who we're planning to see on Friday.
Lexi sells thieving supplies, which includes poison, I think. But
It does.
asking around, you hear about a old lady that lives alone called Griselda. She sells potions, poisons, and herbs.
I'd like to go check her out. If anybody wants to come.
I've already
With-
been to her.
Okay,
I'll come with.
go.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, so you see that I think it's a windmill on the left, on the road to the left from Torpe. That's where Griselda lives. You go over there. You take 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 5 hours just to go, and getting there, you see this. It's a she has a kind of a little farm, but not. It seems like she just has some animals and some plants just for her, not to sell or anything. And as you come close to her door, you see a lot of plants and herbs kind of decorating the front of her house. As you call for her, she opens the door and you see this very old dwarf lady. And she, the way she dresses, and you notice that she is sporting a quarterstaff, also full of leaves pending from it. She gives you a lot of the druid vibe when you look at her. She opens the door and says, "What do you want?"
I want to buy stuff that if I dip my arrow in it and then poke somebody with the arrow, it'll hurt them real bad. Like poisons?
What the people are thinking about me these days? Do you think I sell poisons, girl?
That's what I was told.
Do you have them or not?
I do, but I specialize in healing potions and herbs. Don't go around saying that I sell only poisons. People can have the wrong idea.
Oh no, I heard that you do potions as well. It's just I sometimes can like slap people and then they're healed. So I don't need the Healy potion, I need the Herdy potion.
Okay then. Let me show you my wares. You have the PDF open with you from traders and merchants.
I am
do.
trying to find it in our chat, but
Well,
it is
so
I have it open. What do you need?
the basic
just want-
poison is 100 gold per vial, and she also sells Assassin's Blood, which is 150, and Poisoner's Kit, which is 50 gold, and Truth Serum is considered a poison too, but the effect is to make the target speak only the truth.
Ooh, I'll buy that.
Of love.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
it.
I'm at-
Assassin's Blood, Basic Poison, and Truth Serum.
I
How much
will
for
buy
the truth serum?
150 GP for those, and she only has, let me see, 1d4 plus 1 available.
I'll take one
she
dose.
has 5 available.
Sold. I have ideas.
I'm gonna buy the Poisoner's Kit. Because that will allow me to like try to make my own poison, right?
Yeah. She has 2 available.
Okay, so I'll buy those.
I'm just here for moral support.
And then I know. Oh, go ahead.
I was just reading. Assassin's Blood do more damage than the regular, but it needs to be ingested, so you cannot
Gotcha.
use it on your weapon. So I think you're looking for
Yeah.
the basic poison for the hardy part.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm just gonna get the poisoner's kit.
Oh, okay. The last one then.
Yeah.
For basic poison, she sells. She has. It's times 2. Yeah, so she sells 4 doses of basic poison.
All right. And since you make healing potions, I know you're really good with the whole magic thing, right? I'm assuming.
Huh? I don't know about that.
What?
I only put some greenies together and smash them and put some hot water and it becomes this.
Cool. Okay then. That's all. Thank you.
You can roll an insight check, actually. Let me see my my druid deception here. Oh my god, yeah, you got totally convinced of what she said. She cannot possibly be lying to you.
And is she human?
No, she's a dwarf lady. Old lady.
The dwarf. Okay. Okay, well, thank you. Do you want me to tell people that you sell more potions than poisons?
No, please do not. I can't stand people coming over to buy. Even if they give me money, I don't like people, you know?
No.
Also, I
like
grew tired of
people.
you. Please leave my house.
Okay, bye. She was very mean.
No, she was a dwarf.
But you're not mean.
No, that's courtesy for us. She was actually
Dwarves
pretty
are
polite.
assholes. Elves are assholes. So far, the
Can be
only
assholes.
people who haven't been assholes to me are the cat people. So I think they're my favorite.
And he just goes.
See, there's a reason why my people lives underground and away from anyone.
Your people live underground?
Yes,
Oh.
we have like sprawling underground fortresses with mining complexes full of gems and precious metals. Sometimes I miss home.
I don't. I hate an underground.
Yeah, but yours, if you go home, you have to get married. So, like, do you really miss it that much?
No. I said I miss home, not the people in it.
Valid.
Home the place only.
I think
So you
I'm the
don't want-
opposite.
No,
You what? You want to get married, you don't want to get married? But you're
No,
not
I-
supposed to marry each other?
No.
okay, here's how it goes. In dwarven societies, marriage has nothing to do with love. Okay? Marriage is a contract between families for standing, for wealth. Usually the parents get together and decides from an early age that children have to be married. Usually it's the first child. In my case, that should have been my sister. But my sister gamed the system and decided to become a priestess. So that suddenly fell to me. And my family, who was content to let me do whatever I want up until a point, dumped everything on me and wanted me to marry. So I said, fuck that, and left. that's pretty much the gift of the gist of it.
And so
At least
There are
it's
more details, but it's a long story. It's kind of complicated.
kind of nice, though. At least it's up front. It may be transactional, but at least they're upfront about it.
Urist was just jealous her beard was nicer than his.
Very funny, Ned.
Am I wrong? Are you gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
No, but still.
So, Blythe, do your people marry for love?
So they do. I'm probably not the best person to ask about that, though.
Why?
Seeing as my fiance and my parents basically shunned me the second I started showing magic, so there couldn't have been all that much love involved.
That's their loss. You want me to remove their bones? I do that.
No, unfortunately, I still love them.
Oh, well.
Hmm.
I heard his brand new wife is lovely, though.
He already married someone else?
Can I remove her bones?
Well,
It's
that
not
was
her
quick.
fault that he's a dick.
You paused there. There was hesitation there. I'm picking up a yes.
No. It's
No.
not their fault they live in a small world.
No, not yet.
It's not their fault
So,
they live in a small world.
How far along did it take for him to take a new wife? Like what? A year?
They used our wedding date.
Wow.
Okay, we gotta kill him.
He did not.
He wanted a wife. He wanted kids. He wanted to have a family, and that wasn't an option for me with me anymore. Apparently,
So it sounds like you were never. It sounds like you were never considered to begin with. You were just what was convenient.
I was just a prize to be won.
Well,
Oh.
we appreciate
God.
it.
Art.
I think you're
I
better
mean,
off.
No, you are.
Men.
Like, I understand you. I mean, no, I totally get her. Cause like, oddly, it's the same for us. It's just like who your forefather were, what place in society you have. You're never a person. You're just an asset.
Exactly.
Ugh.
I mean, it's why I say at least dwarves are upfront about it. Humans pretend it's about love and they think it's about love, but I don't know. I would have never known any different have I never started showing magic. I would be happy with what I had because it's all I knew.
What about you, Vita? You got anyone waiting at home?
I don't really have a home. My parents died when I was young. All I know is the streets of Mons Domos and Master's Mansion.
Well,
What's a mansion?
It's a big, fancy house with lots of expensive things that you get screamed at not to touch.
Oh. That doesn't sound like a fun place.
Like you said, it's all I knew.
And they say no one well-adjusted goes adventuring. We're
Yeah.
proof that's not true.
I mean, I'm well adjusted.
The voices in my head, so I'm okay.
Well,
Not that there's anything wrong with that, fellas.
yes. See it this way, Bunny. You have a home now.
Aww.
Well, I don't think we actually have a home. We just have people, at least.
you're right. Urist, add that to the list. We're buying property.
We have a whole forest that can be our home. Why would you ever want to go inside when you can be out in all of this beautiful outside.
Walls
Ooh.
mean wild animals can't eat
Much.
us while we sleep.
Plus too much space. I'd rather be somewhere enclosed.
My lumbago means I need a bed. I need a bed.
I don't sleep,
Alright.
so I don't really need a bed.
Oh. I'm
All
glad
right,
you guys have got. Here's to finding new people to wait at home.
Yes.
Speaking of finding people,
Yeah,
don't
these
we have somebody else
bandits.
to find?
Yeah.
Yep.
But first, we need to hunt down Alexi.
It's tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So we're just
Alright.
gonna get drunk again tonight?
I think that I think I'm gonna call it an early night, guys.
If you want, do that honorable thing. I have something to do.
Oh no. What are you doing?
Well, Urist shows the packet of herbs he bought. See this? This will go into a flagon of whiskey that our resident face, Ned, would be able to offer to anyone we want to interrogate the soft way.
I could make something like that happen. You got anyone in mind?
Oh, it's a just in case, but since Grandma was selling, I was thinking, hey, why not? Could be useful down the way.
I bought something like that from her too, and Ned holds up like a little pink bottle. You use this, they're in love with you for I think it's like an hour or something like that, which plenty of time.
Oh, that's
Probably more
sure.
than enough.
You know the funny thing about that little thing that you just held up? It doesn't say that it has to be ingested. You can coat your weapon with it.
Cupid's arrow.
That's
Yep.
disturbing.
Well, Ariel was harping on the parts about where it says ingested, and I picked up on the fact that one didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris is filing that away for later. Ned goes, cool, and sticks it back in his pack. And then I think Ned kind of swears off and heads up to his room. All the talk of love and people waiting at home has got him feeling away.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Blythe's pretty distressed as well, based on her dream last night and thinking about all the shitty home shit. She's probably gonna not mess with the book tonight and just call it a night.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Urist-
sleep on the roof of the tavern.
Mhm.
Well, meditate, trance.
Ned stays up and writes a letter.
Urist brews.
Yes, he does. And Vita's just gonna go through her nightly ritual of dismantling and reassembling the pistol, so...
Okay. So you guys are just going to take another rest, and then the next day you wait for Lexi. That's right.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
So let's go to the tavern.
I think while they're
Go on.
while they're waiting for Lexi, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be asking around about this bandit situation while they're handling all that.
Okay. Do you want to ask someone in particular, or just asking around, see what you can gather?
I'll start with Vayon.
Okay. So, Vayon, actually, he's not in the bar. He's outside, with his back to the wall, drinking what it seems to be like a you can really I don't know how you can tell it, but it seems to be like a stolen bottle of booze.
Hunger's pretty pissed this time, isn't he?
Yeah, since the nightmare stopped, he won't let me go inside again.
Well, you do owe him a lot of money.
Yeah, I do actually.
Ever
And
thought about paying it back?
eventually, once I reestablish myself, I can start paying all my debts.
Sounds like a good goal. What are you doing to do that?
That's a good question, actually. And here's a not so good answer. I'm still in the recuperating stage, you know. I still have. Not, how can I say? I'm still waiting for the right time to go back to work.
The right time. Have you taken a look at that work board on them there at all? There's plenty of posts.
Yeah, when the last time I was inside, I see a lot of job opportunities, but not, I still have, not at my full potential, you know. There's a piece of me missing.
What's missing?
My crew, my group. Still missing my group.
What happened to him?
I made a mistake. And they aren't coming back.
So you need a new group, is what you're saying.
No, that's not what I was saying. I don't have the courage to gather another party after what I did. I'm a lone wolf from now on.
Well, I know you're here all the time, even if Haggard doesn't want you. And I know you pretty much hear everything, Bayon. You hear it all. So, I wanted to know if you heard anything about these bandits that are being called for on the board.
Well, actually I have. Actually give me a persuasion check for this. See how much.
Persuasion?
Yeah. Yeah. As you can tell, Blythe, from the time you spent on the tavern and dealing with all these people of Torpe, you know that Veon is a very closed person. He doesn't speak about himself at all. Everything you heard it was kind of rumored and other people saying stuff about him, so you actually don't know his story because he's so closed. So this persuasion check was to see if he opens himself now, and since you got a success, he just says, I know about these bandits, as you say. They are not really bandits, you know. Yeah, I guess they are. They steal and raid, but they are not in this doing this for the sake of gold or for the sake of chaos. Darian is that revolutionary type. He has a grudge against the legions, and he wants to live free of the regulations of the crown. I worked for him before. I fought for him, and that's when made the mistake I mentioned.
She's just gonna slide down next to him and kind of offer him a ration out of her pack and kind of sit with him. So, they're your old crew.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We were about to attack a caravan, but it was well guarded. We didn't know at the time. There was this. He was a weird. I don't know. He seemed a lot like an elf, like a skinny elf, but he was being escorted by a lot of legionnaires. So I don't think that makes much sense. So
Skinny elf.
I ordered the attack. Next thing you know, there was an explosion. Someone told me that's a fireball. I had not seen one until that point. I was tossed like 20 feet away from the center of the explosion and hurt myself pretty bad. But when I woke up, my partners, my crew, they have been incinerated in the middle of that firestorm. Luckily they didn't come after me, but because of my mistake, it cost me 7 lives that day.
Blythe just like sets a hand on his and says, "You didn't know. You couldn't have known. It's not your fault."
Yeah. But how will I gather another group? I can't even think about it.
Well, I'm not saying today, and I'm not saying tomorrow, but at some point you have to decide whether you want to live in honor of their memory or grieving. And right now it looks like you're just living by grieving it.
Roll another persuasion.
Come on, baby. 16.
Oh my god. As you say this, he's looking at. He's just looking forward, like towards nothing, and suddenly he gets up on his feet. Nice talking to you. Maybe some other time. And he says that standing on his feet with his back turned to you, and you can tell he's about to break out crying, but he don't want you to see that, so he just leaves. There's a
As he's walking away, she's gonna say, "Thank you for sharing your story," and turn back in.
Okay.
Making grown men cry. Thanks, Blythe.
Blythe, what did you do to that man?
I've seen a lot of drunk soldiers wasting their life away. It's kind of the story of where I grew up, so I don't know. I think you need to kick in the ass a little bit.
I mean, I know that wasn't directed at me, but it felt directed at me.
Well, I grew up in a military camp, so...
Oh, well. Enough said.
Yeah. But he did say that his old crew are the bandits that they're talking about. I didn't get much more than that, but he at least knows something about them. Maybe someone who didn't make him cry might be able to get more.
Yeah, from
It's a good.
he doesn't seem to hold a grudge against Darian, so you don't think he will share any knowledge for his
yeah, to
capture. Yeah.
Yeah. We need the money to capture him. We can't give everyone away. Though to be fair, I mean, he did say that they were they were just like trying to rebel against the Legionnaires, and to be honest, having met the ones here, I don't blame them. And they're not all bad, but damn.
This is why you don't work for the Legion. Trust my word on that. Right, Ned?
Yeah, in general, never a good idea.
And their outfits are just terrible.
Oh, I know.
Definitely.
Purple and orange? Oh my god.
No, guys. I think you don't get the reason behind it. The Legion doesn't do nighttime raids. They want to be seen because they have to be seen as mighty.
They're peacocks.
Yes, but like half of a large-scale engagement is peacocking.
Oh, I know. Last thing to close us out, Blythe is going to go up to the bar and toss 5 gold at Hager and say, "This is towards Veyon's debt. He gave it to me while he was outside."
How much do you give him?
5 gold, just 5 gold.
5 gold. Really? Well,
Yeah. Said something about trying to turn a new leaf. Got to start somewhere, right?
yeah. I admit I wasn't expecting that. Not anytime soon, at least. But thanks anyway.
Well, have a good one, Hager.
Yeah, you too. So you now wait for Lexi, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Since it's Friday, she enters the tavern at the exactly at noon, and she sits. Where is her token? Oh, she's already there, and she sits on the same table she always seems to use. When you meet her eyes and she looks at you back, she says, "Lexi Rose open for business." But that's where we are gonna take 5. So 5 minutes to refill some water and we'll be back.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Some character building this episode.
It is a roleplay and shopping episode.
Yep.
Blythe made a man cry.
It's probably not the first time.
But she
To be
knows that
hon-
it is.
To be honest, it's a good thing that she talked to him and not Urist, because Urist would have gone like extra hard on him.
That's the only face of the party.
It's mostly because like even if he's sort of an outsider, for dwarves, like something like that is borderline unacceptable. You're not like a burden to society like that.
Oh yeah, you would have just. You would have broke the poor fella.
Yes, totally.
I think Blythe is just starting to realize how much anger about what happens she has inside of her right now.
Mm-hmm.
Angry little angsty girl.
I think Ned is starting to realize kind of how lonely he is.
It's okay. You're not lonely anymore.
You're right.
Mm.
Oh, strangle kid, you silly fluffy head.
Can somebody who has that PDF open put it back in the group chat? I cannot find it to save my life.
So quick, I can definitely. Quick tip: if you open it in the actual messenger page on like Facebook, you can actually just look like there's a tab where you can look at media files and links. If you click on files, yeah. So if you're on you're on your main page and our thing is open, if you click the little caret down and open in Messenger.
Okay.
And then on the right-hand side, there's medias, files, and links, and the files is where it's at.
Perfect.
That's going to continuously get lost as we chat to each other.
Yes, now I know where to find stuff. Thank you.
No problem.
What? Give me a second.
You showed it to me earlier, remember? Oh, that's gross. That's nice. Nasty. Nice.
I need to make a lot more money if I want a headband of intellect.
Yeah. Shit's expensive.
James, get out of the way. I gotta get caffeine.
I need to find that tome of influence and persuasion.
Or I need to at least at that, or I need to at very least see if I can save up for like a gemstone tattoo. That's at least cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
It's not cheap, but it's cheaper.
No.
Also, I'm back. I don't think I mentioned. Do 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 do.
The song of the happy wizard. Mana mana. Mana mana.
Let's see, I gotta find something here.
Also, a main motivation to go all the way up through Wizard is also Magnificent Mansion.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Since we don't have a bard. And we
I'm actually dipping Bard starting next level.
Yeah, but not enough to get mansion.
Actually, I think I'm going to make Bard my new mainline going forward.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Like, the only downside is that because I took 3 levels in Warlock, I won't get the 9th level magical secrets, which means no wish.
Ooh.
But I still get 9th level Bard spells.
Which are also dope.
Yeah,
Plus, I'm going to be throwing around. What?
For Warlock, there's a case to be made for you to lose your Warlock levels if you displease your
That's
patron.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always revisit that, DM, if you think that I am not doing what the eye wants.
To be along like a good.
The question on that one then becomes, do you drop all the way back to level 1?
No,
More than likely, I would just need to find a more obliging patron.
yeah.
True.
Or transfer your. Yeah, it would just depend on what you and Ariel discuss offline. But
Yeah, so I'm sure we're well a ways from that. I haven't even dipped yet.
Yeah, but
yeah, I guess Warlock and Warlock, Cleric, and Paladin are the ones where like you can kind of lose favor, I suppose.
yeah, I don't really tend to like punish, like, oh, you go against your patron's order, so now you have one. He took away one level or one spell. But for this, for mechanical purpose, if the player wants to like retrain his class abilities, I think that's a good way out.
I think so. I think Ned appreciates the power of the Warlock, but also is not like a huge fan of his patron.
Yeah.
That's the hard
So
part I feel like about Warlock patrons is like if you don't like align with them, it becomes tempting to not stay with them story wise.
Yeah.
At
At
least
a
for
certain point,
full,
they just demand
for a-
something you're not ready to give.
especially
All
for
I've
a full 20 levels.
Yeah. All I've got to look for is a hot genie who wants to be my sugar daddy.
Or mama.
I dream of Jeannie. She's the white brown hair.
But she's got the voice of Robin Williams in the face, too.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to dissuade me or encourage me?
Okay, fine. She's got the voice of Gilbert Gottfried in the face of Robin Williams.
Yeah, still not having the effect you're intending.
If you do Bard mainline and can take the mansion, that means I could spend my 7th levels on teleport.
Yeah, and that's
Ooh,
kind of what, and that's something that we have to keep in mind, especially if I go more heavily into Bard, is that I'll have access to a lot of spells you would normally get for Wizard. So we can, between you, me, and Dara, we will have a very wide range of spells to play with.
Yeah. And the mansion becomes so helpful.
Yeah.
But so does teleport.
Yeah, we really kind of need quick travel like that.
Eventually.
Yeah.
We're missing someone yet, or everyone is here?
Sound
I
off.
think we're good, yeah.
Although Blythe, keep in mind that if I can get
Heavy?
that 9th level magical secrets and take Wish, I can just use Wish to to get Magnificent Mansion for free whenever I want.
Yeah.
Right. Or I mean, I could find it and put it in my book, but
Yeah.
in terms of only really having one 7th level spot a day per most days until you get like stupid high levels.
Yeah.
Just something to consider as we level up. We're stupid far off from that, so it doesn't really matter.
Alright, let's see. There's how many of us have animal companions at this point?
3? 4
Yeah.
if we count the rats.
Alright, so let's see. Somebody needs to multi-class into Druid, and somebody needs to multi-class into Drake Warden Ranger.
We'll just be all animals all the time.
Yep, frontline fighters are all animals.
Brute force becoming the Paw Patrol.
Oh.
We would just PETA would hate us.
I forgot I can add the cat sheet to our,
Oh
our,
yeah.
our pets sheet.
Yeah, I think the cat and the raven are probably the only two I'll use, but
Owl is
cat
good
will be
too.
her. Yeah. But the cat and the raven are probably the two I'll use for the most part.
Alright.
And usually
guys-
the cat will be the primary.
You guys ready to go magic item shopping?
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Still. Oh, yeah, we're good.
Mm,
So
there's one thing. We've got 4 manticore claws and 6 tail spikes. How many of each do we want to keep?
Was it the spikes that made the arrowheads or the claw?
I think it was the spikes that made the
spikes.
arrowheads, right,
Yeah.
Ariel?
I have to double check on that. Give me 1 second, but you can go on.
I believe it was the spikes.
Manticore. The claw can be crafted into a dagger, and the tail spikes can be used as the tip of an arrow or a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
How many arrows do we want to make?
Make them all into arrowheads.
And you don't use daggers, right, Vida? Just your rapier, typically?
Oh no, I mean I've got daggers. It's just if I have to get up close, the rapier deals more damage right now.
Well, I was gonna say if you wanted daggers that were upped, you could see if we could balance out what she would give us for them versus whether we thought that would be a benefit of you having better daggers.
I was just gonna keep one of the claws to make into a dagger and sell the others if nobody else wanted any.
That works.
Just for me, if I'm using a dagger, we're in trouble.
Same.
Me too.
All right, fair enough.
So I think we should make all the spikes into arrowheads and use one of the claws for your dagger, and then sell the rest of the claws to her.
All right,
Yeah.
and we could just sell off that shapeshifter blood then too, right?
I mean, I don't have any use for it, I don't think.
All right, so we'll get rid of that stuff then.
Would not know what to do with it.
What is it again? This is not usually the type of trade that I make. I heard you had a lot more interesting things for me. Like the Book of a Necromancer, perhaps?
I don't think we ever mentioned that to her.
No?
Yeah, you
How'd
did.
you hear that?
Well, long story short, first, a military-minded old man walks into a
God damn
tavern
it.
naked and
Oh, we're gonna kill him.
and talking about some weird coincidences. So I decided to check on that, and then I discovered the raid to the camp of a necromancer. And then, you know what? A little elf child comes to the village. Imagine what that would become. So I quickly provided all the assistance that the child needed, and I escorted it back to its camp. So I discovered that his master, this powerful necromancer, had his spellbook stolen. So you take 1 plus 1 and there's the math.
It equals 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the number of jumps she's taking, yeah, sounds right.
Are you
No, we
so
had.
you are thinking of using that for yourselves? Are you sure you don't want to sell it to me?
How much are you offering?
What have you got?
Well, you have to keep in mind that Of course, I didn't tell to that necromancer that I know you, but if he perhaps come to his attention that you are living in Torpe, and he will surely recognize you, he would come after it anytime soon. So
Yeah.
I don't like being blackmailed.
no.
Yeah, you didn't answer my question.
So I suppose you would be willing to part ways with such a dangerous item, and I'm more than glad to offer you the sure amount of 400 gold pieces for this piece of knowledge.
Blythe just gets up and walks away. I'm done here. You all do your business, and we'll talk later.
You heard the lady.
Oh, aren't we doing business today?
I'm not. My companions might be, but I'm done with you. And it turns out if he does find out where we are, I'll know exactly where to look.
You have to keep in mind, he is a very intelligent person. He will surely find out about you eventually.
Then we'll kill him.
Okay.
I'll know where to start with who told him. And Blythe just stares her down before. Blythe just stares her down before walking away.
She keeps a ironic smile on her face, saying, "Well, I swear on my mother's grave that I didn't tell him anything. I'm just saying a smart person would discover. The same way I discovered all by myself. You are not exactly trying to hide yourselves."
That's actually what I want to talk to you about.
Oh.
So, do you sell anything that can, like, make me look more normal? There's not a lot of people around here that look like me. So do you have any, like, magic-y stuff that can help me look normal?
Magic-y stuff. Well, I might be able to have something nice for you. But you know how these things work. There's resources and there's money to be spent for you to get more money after that. So, long story short, I have only a limited stash of supplies available to you, but I would certainly have more coming if my patrons and my organization thinks Torpe is a lucrative endeavor. You catch my drift?
No. Is that a yes or a no?
Pyramid scheme.
She looks to Crea, and she says something that is stiff-scant. She says, translating to common Crea, she says, if you are able to make me make money, I'll have more things, more gifts for you. I'm offering you jobs.
What exactly would you need done? What would this entail?
Well, as my note on the notice board says, I'm a buyer of rare items. And there is one that I think it's not only rare but unique in this world. I have not seen or heard about anything quite like that. And guess what? It's coming towards our direction. You know that what day is tomorrow?
Saturday.
Bard.
Yeah.
The Bard.
Bard.
Yeah, oh. I love dealing with smart people. There is a bard coming to Torpe next day, tomorrow. He's not only a regular bard, he is charming. And when I say charming, I mean like he charms people. It come to my attention that that bard has a unique, how can I put it? A unique guitar pick. And when he plays his lute with it, the song becomes magical and entrances and enchants anyone who listens to it. My organization is paying a good price for that unique item. What say you?
Kill the bard, steal the pick? Okay.
No,
Don't
no.
even need to do that. Do you have his route? Do you know which way he's coming towards town?
There's only one safe route from Mons Domus to here. And I don't think that man is willing to take any shortcuts, knowing that there's bandits on the loose. So I think he'll come in the main road.
Alright. Give me one moment. Let me confer with my companions. Alright?
Yes.
Kara,
So, yes?
can I talk to you first?
Okay.
And she starts casting message on your head, okay?
Okay.
She's saying, well, you see, I have this important job that needs to be done. If your friends find that it's not the right thing to do, you can share with them additional information. That the pick doesn't belong to the bard, that he stole it first, and the one that's paying my guild to take it back is the rightful owner. Okay, but that's only if they need more convincing.
Alright, I appreciate the information.
Maybe I can challenge him
Let's-
to a scam off.
Let's talk specifics. If we get the pick for you, what's in it for us?
Opportunities. And gold also. There's a lot of gold. But mostly more opportunities.
You would be able to provide a suitable and passing way for our elven friend to disguise herself?
Of course.
Alright, give me a moment to talk to my crew. And Vida will motion the others to a corner. And
Okay.
in common, since they probably didn't follow any of the thieves' cant that just went on,
Nope.
explain about the bard and his little trick that he uses to basically fleece his audiences by charming them into throwing away their hard-earned cash as tips. And ask them if they would be willing to acquire said pick.
I'm in.
That's
Well,
worthwhile.
okay, that's worthwhile, but I ask only one question here. Are you sure that this tiefling is telling you the truth, or just not feeding you a convenient lie to make you do the job?
Well,
Does it matter?
here's the thing, my little friend. And she's looking him right in the eyes because they're pretty much the same height.
Yes.
We don't have to harm this bard. We simply have to ambush him and steal something. So,
Or, I mean-
no harm, no foul, really. he can always find another pick if it's not really magical.
Well, Vita, I also think, maybe we don't even need to ambush him. You're really quick and really sneaky. We might be able to distract him and have you pick it off of him.
That's kind of what I was going for. The ambush was more of a distraction tactic.
I just feel like it's going to be on the open road. There'll be more people who would see us do it, and that makes us look like the bandits.
See, that's
I can
the
help
one
with
thing.
that, though.
This is an aside, not in character.
Yeah.
Since there's only one route to town from Mons Domos, is it all clear space, or are there places where we could technically hide and ambush him without being seen?
Yeah, make a history check to represent your knowledge of the local geography.
Nope.
The path, this region is not very foresty, unless you're talking about Daggerwood and other masses of forest. It's more, there's large, big, open fields and plains all around. The road from Torpe to Mons Domos is only open field.
Alright.
There's not a hill, there's not a forest to ambush.
Okay, so knowing that, or not knowing, specifics, Vita's going to suggest going with the sneaky plan with one alteration. If the rest of the party can pretend to be a welcoming crew, either in town or outside of town, doesn't really matter because we're going sneaky on this, it would be a good way for Vita to have advantage on her stealth check to grab the pick.
So what I was even thinking was when they're getting set up to play at the tavern.
But how many eyes are going to be there? The more people, the better chance of being detected.
Also, the better chance of blending in plain sight.
True.
I also have a tendency of everybody kind of staring at me. I don't really know why, but I could do something that makes everybody really stare at me.
Well, and I think
say
that,
I'm like sitting on the table.
Like Dara and Urist could be team like distraction by being boisterous, and Ned and I can be team like charisma, smooth, and charming.
If all else fails, we can always have somebody cast suggestion on him.
Exactly. Though he's
I mean,
probably pretty good against being charmed and stuff, would be my guess.
Probably. But yeah, I'm down. Vita's definitely down to give it a shot.
DM, did we know that, is he performing here at the tavern, or is he performing, in the town square?
He'll be playing the tavern, but there's a chance that if there's too many people, he'll be playing outside, like at the door of the tavern for more people to see.
What about if we set up like a blockade that makes it look like we're actually looking for the bad guys, and then we can be like, we need to search your, I don't know, whatever he has on him to make sure that you don't have any bandits hiding in there, and then while we're searching it, Vita can just like quickly steal the pick, and we can be like, good news, you're not bandits, and then send them on their way.
Or even kind of in that same vein, but Ned and I, since we've both worked at the tavern, could go meet them we could all go as soon as they get into town and meet them and be like, we're here to get your stuff and bring it to the tavern for you. You're a welcome party. Kind of act like a...
That could work.
A cruise director, basically, and we do that, and again, we act as the group and kind of do everything possible to distract them and their entourage, and Vita just slip in. And that way we would have some of their stuff with us to take it back to the tavern anyway.
We could also just kill him.
He can also wait till after he performs, is drunk off his ass, falls asleep in his room, and steal it then.
That was my other thought too. If he was staying there, we could do it while he was sleeping.
I mean, we can always have Secret Agent Squidly go and steal it.
I'm gonna go to Hager and just be like, so I know I don't work as much as I should, but I heard that we kind of have a big deal coming in tomorrow. Is that right?
Oh yeah. There's the Bard man.
Yeah.
Raphael.
Do you need any help, like, readying his room? Is it all ready for him? I'm happy to help. I'm, like, a major fan.
Well, if you really want to help me with it, yeah, why not? I'll prepare the special guest room, but if you want to do it, here's the key.
Thank you so much. She's gonna come back. Do you mind if I ask Ned to help? He's really good on these things.
Well, yeah, but after the guy comes along, you need leave him have his privacy, you know.
Of course. I would never be gauche. I just want to make sure he has a special time while he's here.
Okay.
That was excellent use of the word gauche.
Blythe is gonna grab Ned and head upstairs and, like, send a message over to Vida and Sev. I have the key to the room. I'm gonna help set it up. If you all want to join me in a little bit, just don't be conspicuous, so that she can share with the people at the table.
Okay.
Alright, Vida
That
will
means-
share that.
That means Urist is staying here because he's anything but inconspicuous.
So Vita's gonna go back to Lexi and in code let her know that we'll be taking on this job and see if she would, in the present anyways, be interested in either the shapeshifter blood or the manticore claws.
Well, shapeshifter blood, isn't it? Why not? The claws are not really my type of business. How much do you want for it?
Alright. As an aside, I don't know what this routinely would go for in your campaigns or even, in any source material. So I don't have a clue what to ask for here.
Yeah, that is not a normal type of thing. So let's just say, it's not as effective as a normal potion would be. So let's just say 20 gold pieces, if that's okay for you. You have one dose, one vial, or it was more than one?
It was just the one.
Okay. 20. She says 25 GP. I think it's just and fair.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That'll work. In that case, we'll hang on to the claws, I guess. And did you actually have anything for sale at the moment?
Oh, why, yes, I have some things here. Take a look at this list. I obviously won't bring such odd items to the tavern, so let me know what you want and I'll grab it for you and leave it at your room at night. So she sells up to medium quality thieving supplies. So she has climber's kit, torches, caltrops, daggers, basic poisoner's kit, thieves tools.
Nothing I really need.
Yeah, nothing really special.
Yeah, since you are doing a quest for her, she'll unlock good and eventually excellent. Good if you give the pick for her, and excellent then in another situation if you continue to do missions for her. That's kind of the mechanic I want to put here.
And this is the mechanic for all of the merchants, pretty much.
Yeah, not all of them are like so strafe, but because she has this organization behind her, that kind of makes sense. She gets more money, she receives more things to supply her agents. But in other cases, like let's say if you guys discover a find a way to bring a merchant's caravan to Torpe, then all of the merchants will have like another tier for you. You know, I kind of let
Yeah.
further things to make sense in history-wise, lore-wise.
And like Monstomos will likely have higher quality goods just naturally being
Yeah.
a bigger city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so I will, I guess, finish up then. And let her know that we'll be in touch once we've acquired the pick. And I will just wander off towards the staircase.
Turn
Most-
Thorpe into our like Assassin's Creed upgrade city.
Something. I will.
Wait, so if we do this quest, does that mean we have to stay here a week before we can go to?
No, because he's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, but then do we have to wait until next Friday to get the
No,
stuff for me to hide?
I think she'll make an exception.
Yeah. For that,
Oh.
she's specifically says, yeah. Normally Friday is the date that I receive my letters, but I'm usually hanging around Torpe for the rest of the week.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's steal the pick of destiny.
Ah, you grabbed the reference.
I love it. Cool.
So, like I said, just wandering upstairs like I'm heading up to my room.
Yeah, I'm assuming Ned and I are in the room.
Okay.
We would know which one it is.
Yes.
Yeah, you go upstairs and you know there's one larger room, but as you enter it, you note that it only has more space than the other rooms. It's not like super luxurious and whatnot. But you go there, you find it's a little dusty, nothing too complicated to clean. But it was.
Vita gets like annoyed by the dust and just starts cleaning.
Okay.
She just can't help herself.
So we have a couple options. We could leave Squidly in here.
Is there a window?
Yeah, there is.
Somebody break the lock on it and just make sure it's closed. I can always come in through the window.
Okay, so that would require, if you want to do something that's not on the nose, like some hidden job, you need to make a thieves tools or a dexterity check.
To you, Vita.
Dexterity. What would I add with for thieves' tools? Because it doesn't look like they were fully put in here.
Well, if you
Dex
have,
plus proficiency.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
have the thieves tools with you, you can roll at advantage. If not, you're improvising and
Okay. Advantage, just a dex check.
and proficiency if you have that.
Dexterity check. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, I'm just trying to gimmick the lock on the window so that it won't lock from the inside.
Okay.
No, I should have given you a guidance. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah. Roll your guidance die.
Cool. D4.
Alright.
15.
Rita farts.
That's appropriate for the level of attention I was paying to not give you guidance in time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say whenever you did your best. Okay, Vida. But there's 1 in 10 chances that when he tries to use it, 1 in 10 chances for it to work as normal, for it to lock. You're not
Okay.
100% destroy
Okay.
anything. I don't know how locks work, but damn it, it's my world, and I say it. There's 1 in 10, 10%.
It might be worth it to leave Squidly in here for invisibility purposes anyway.
Oh no, I was planning on doubling up just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, just that way in case you can't get in, Squidly's there to save the day and steal things again.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also always try to lockpick it too. Then I'd have.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, cool. And then yeah, I guess we'll be his greeting party when he gets in. So,
Yep.
We can help set up the bags and make sure we put things in good places.
Are you sleeping with him or am I sleeping with him? Do we need to set that out? Are we sharing?
That's not what I would. You're welcome to do whatever you'd like, but that is not how I conduct myself. And she like turns bright red and just kind of like flustered.
I mean, that's an
Oh,
easy
dear.
way to do it.
More for me. You're 2 for 2, Nedgar.
And I guess we're done cleaning and we've kind of scoped and cased the place out. And I guess leaving Squidly.
Yeah, we can leave
We can
Squidly
leave
there.
him that long.
What'd you say?
I said if we can leave him there that long, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like limited to a distance from you.
He has to be within a mile of me, and I can see through his eyes while he's there. So he's literally just chilling like in the closet, invisible, with me just like peeking out through the curtains.
All right.
1 mile is from your warlock things, right? It's not the regular.
I
spell.
believe that's the language of find familiar. Hang on.
Yeah, because
No, Find Familiar is.
it's 30 or
If
60
familiar
feet.
is
Yeah.
within 100 feet of you. If you can communicate with it telepathically. As an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
But
So
can
as
it
long
go
as-
further? You just can't see through it, or does it disappear?
There is no set distance that it has to be within for me to. It doesn't like disappear if it goes a certain distance. It's just if it's outside 100 feet, I don't get like the ability to see through it or deliver my touch spells.
That's fine. That means you can leave and come back, and he doesn't go away.
Exactly.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, and like when you would be needing to use him, you'll be in the tavern anyway.
Yes. I
So-
think there is an invocation I can pick up. Yeah. So Voice of the Chainmaster extends it from 100 feet to on the same plane of existence.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Cool.
To
Is that the
infinite.
one you have?
No, I have investment.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we wait for him to arrive, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go down and let Hagar know the room is all ready. It's all set up. We dusted, we cleaned. Be happy to collect his bags and get them up in the room when he gets here, and make sure the room is nice and ready for my favorite star.
Oh, you're too kind. But unfortunately, I'll only have going to pay you once he leaves. If that's okay.
That's fine. You've been good to me, Hacker. I know you're good for it.
Okay. Well, I'll need you here. I think around the noon tomorrow. I don't know when he'll come, but I know there's a lot of people from the town that will be expecting him very early.
Perfect. And I'm sure he'll have his own people, but my friends are pretty strong. We can help make sure people stay back and give him space as he comes in. I know he's wildly popular.
Yeah, you can expect that. I think I heard.
I just kind of nod over. I nod over to my friends at the table, like they'll be helping me.
Okay. So, what do you do now?
I
Only wait?
would like to maybe go talk to the blacksmith to see if I could get like a lead-lined box or like a lead-lined bag or something made for me.
Yeah, you want let me see. Yeah, why not? Why not?
I want something to put the book in that can't be scried.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't think you have anything that can't be scribed.
Yeah, we don't have a bag of holding yet.
Yeah. Or either that or some spell of non-detection, something like that. But you can have something to put in that its cover won't be showing.
So I thought there was something about like certain materials that couldn't scry through. Maybe that was just a homebrew.
Or you're thinking Superman and lead.
Well, generally lead is like a counteracting to mystical things in a lot of worlds.
Yeah.
But
Cold iron.
yeah, that's fine. That works.
Yeah, but
Okay.
specifically for
That
the
works.
scrying spell, I don't think that. I'll read it for just.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in the
So
Yeah, it doesn't say anything as well.
the language of scrying, the save modifies based on how well the scryer has possessions of yours, not if you have possessions of its. So, like, if it had something of Blythe's, it could spy on Blythe, but you can't. But the scrying isn't affected by the fact that you have something of his.
Oh, it can't scry on an item, just on people.
Yes.
And locations.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I thought it could do on items as well. Cool.
No.
So
No.
just locate object is what we're worrying about then. I'm less worried then.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still worried, but like not immediately worried anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll protect you.
Oh no, but locate object is blocked by lead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, that's more close. I was about to see the divination spells that you might have.
Locate object is blocked by lead.
Okay. But the blacksmith says, sorry, you want a box of lead?
Or lined with lead. My friend is very superstitious and he's worried that if we keep things out, he's just paranoid, basically. He's worried if we keep things, he wants to have a box where we can put special things that can't be found by people with magic, all that fear about magic users and whatnot.
Okay.
Be happy to commission it.
Blythe. Let's roll a luck die. A luck dice. You call odds or even, and you roll any die, and if it's the one that you called, you are lucky, and he has exactly what you asked for.
We are an odd bunch. I will do odds.
Oh,
Ah, that's an 11.
You are lucky. Okay. He seems puzzled by your request, but he says, "Oh, actually, I have exactly what you asked for. Here, I'll charge you 5 gold pieces because it's a rare material."
Oh, absolutely. Gonna hand that on over. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much, sir. You are a lifesaver. My friend will finally get some rest.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I like to think myself of that. Even though there has been a lot of years since I saved one's life. But that's a story for another time.
I'll hold you to that. And she's just gonna kind of smile at him and thank him and walk away.
Okay. Anything else you want to do before the bard comes along?
If I can, I want to make some extra strong wine for our guest.
Okay.
Good call.
That's
Do we want to put some of the love
basically-
potion in it?
Sure. Good idea.
What if we put a little bit of the love potion in it, and then worst case scenario, he falls in love with like Squidly.
Or you,
Not
Ned.
me.
Or put truth serum in there too and get him to admit that he's been conning everybody.
No, I think.
No, we need that.
No, I mean, like, I'm down for that. It's at least if somebody's lying, we will know, and everybody will know.
Or we could use the 2 serum to have him tell us where he keeps it.
I mean, it's y'all's call: love serum or truth serum.
I think it's more likely that he'll be immune to the love filter than the truth serum. Would be my guess.
Okay. Truth serum it is.
What's the save for truth serum?
Basically, you can't lie.
No,
but
there's
is there
a save on it, I think.
Yeah, it's the
Is it-
C11 Constitution.
Constitution.
Ooh.
But it's
Hang on.
Constitution. He's an elf.
But that's low.
You
But,
don't
I
know
mean, it's like-
if he's an elf. No one said that.
Yeah, we don't. But if he's
There's
a
no
bard,
save. There's no save on. Is he an elf?
We
No,
don't know.
The bard,
We don't know.
you still don't know.
So
which
there's
is a
no.
bard.
There's no save on mine.
But if
But
he's
if
immune to
he-
charm effects,
Yeah, none of this
I
will
don't-
work.
I don't think elves are immune to charm. I think they just have advantage on saves against it.
They're resistant to it, yeah.
So because there's not a save, I think it just works. I don't know, DM. I will let you rule on that.
Yeah.
Um,
You've heard Hager saying that the bard's name is Raphael, which is a commonly used human name.
yeah.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it's an Edgar.
I'm just I mean, I think you're right. If we doesn't have to worry about a save, that's fine. I mean, we spent a lot of money on these. We shouldn't blow both of them right now.
Okay, so okay, fine. Love potion it is, I think.
Blythe,
Yeah.
I'm better at deception. You're better at persuasion. Who do you think's more likely to get it? You can also guidance yourself.
I can, and I serve drinks as my job here.
Blythe, it's time to make your move.
I have a couple opportunities we can try and look for this too. Where like, I guess if he's charmed by me, then he would view me as an ally and be in love with me and would tell me.
Charmed means
Everything.
you have advantage on all ability checks to interact with him socially. So you would automatically get advantage plus guidance plus your proficiency.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I have a +6 for persuasion, so it's not as high as your deception, but I could try and persuade him to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
This is over tabletop. Obviously, Blythe's not saying this out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. I think that's probably the move. Is like we have a couple opportunities though. We can check through his luggage when we bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't find it, then we'll try and get him charmed after the concert. And all worst comes to worst, Vita will sneak in and steal it.
Okay.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we just knock him out when he leaves and steal it.
Right. So we have like plans A through D. I think we're good.
Yeah, we should be
They're all-
alright.
They're all
Hang
fail.
on,
They'll all fail.
I might actually have something to knock him out. If the DM will allow me to dismiss and resummon Squidly, I might have something for this.
Or are you gonna change his?
I need to see the wording on the spell. If you need to spend.
I believe-
another material component.
I would need to. Yes, I would need to drop another 10 gold.
Yeah, if you're willing
hang
to
on.
pay, then that's fine.
So if I resummon him with pseudo dragon stats, his sting, it's a DC 15 con save. If he fails by 5 or more, he automatically falls unconscious.
Oh.
Do we want
I
to risk
also-
that though?
I also have the sleep spell.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, he's human. That's much easier and less expensive.
Yeah, and that way you don't have to, because he doesn't have invisibility like Squidly does, right?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And I also have the Zone of Truth spell. So,
Blend.
So yeah, we've got a lot of options. We've got a lot of options.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's activate Operation Blythe Seduction.
Operation Pick Our Nose?
Yeah.
Call it that? I like that name better.
Operation
Blythe is-
Pickup Artist.
Blythe is horribly uncomfortable with the idea of seducing anyone.
It's totally
It's
fine.
visible. We can see it.
I do it all the time. You're gonna be fine. Just fluff up the girls, let them do the work, and everything will be okay.
Ned,
Oh,
you're
the
not
look.
making it any better. Give me that potion.
Oh, right now the look that Ned is getting just.
I'll be fine. I know how to talk to people. I'll be fine.
I feel like the look that Kara is giving Ned right now would curl his toe hair.
Joke's on you. It's already curly.
Oh boy.
Oh my! All right, let's get this train wreck underway.
This has been the most spicy session we have yet.
Yeah, we're all in fine form today.
This is what you get when you get an RP session.
Okay. So, what's plan A? You're going to first wait for him to come to Torpe, or you're going to meet him on the road?
We'll meet him like at the entrance of town and like offer to take his bag while like I don't know, like maybe me and like Urist will offer to take his bags to the tavern while Ned shows him around the town.
Ned is
Wait.
fully like in a little tuxedo and is presenting himself as the concierge.
Or no. I'll show him around town, and you, since you have Squidly, go.
Take his bags back and go through his bags?
Yeet.
Okay, I can do that.
I'll go with you.
Let's see here.
A little bellhop's
need-
uniform.
Kara?
I need some time to spike the wine. So
Well, we
I'll
have a whole
let the
nother
DM
night
know
too.
if-
We have all because we're Friday. He's not coming till Saturday.
Yeah, you have one
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
Well,
Alright,
let's hold off on spiking the drink because I can cast Zone of Truth, which is pretty much the same thing. Or are we talking about the love potion?
We're gonna do the love
Love.
potion.
Love
Love
potion.
potion.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we could also just tour him around and then do some light kidnapping and then
Mhm.
cast the truth on him.
We could.
I think the more we don't, the more he doesn't know we're stealing from him, the better, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need to be Ocean's 11, not thugs.
Because I think, because they know if Zone of Truth is cast on them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
That's why I think we should rely on suggestion, because suggestion doesn't have that stipulation.
And it's long enough where it doesn't, because Zone of Truth is also only 10 minutes. Like, we can still use Zone of Truth if we need to, but the more we are sneaky about this, the better it'll be for our longevity in Thorpe.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, so I think we all go out to meet him, and like, I don't know, me and Dara stay with him while everyone else takes the bags back to the hotel or to the tavern. Would be my thought, and then we like show him around town, waste time. I'll pretend like I'm a twittering little fan and madly in love with him.
Okay.
So, which would be better? Because if Kara grabs a random book and a pen and tries to be an adoring fan and tries to get him to sign it, she could technically try and sleight of hand, like, pat him down while he's signing.
Oh, he has it on him, or if it's in his stuff, though.
Yeah, no, you're right. Never mind this. Let's go with the check the bags first thing.
And you have better investigation than most people.
Yeah.
If we can get a look at it at some point, I can then cast locate object to find it.
True. So I can, if you guys check the bags, Dara and I will be with him, and I can maybe try and like butter him up and get him to at least show it to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the ladies are taking him around town. Boys are on bag duty.
Vita's with
Sounds
you,
like
and
it.
she's
Okay. Vita,
I mean, I can
Vita,
help with the bags.
Vita, and the boys.
yeah. I think that's what we'll do tomorrow when we wake up.
Okay.
Okay. So the next day, then you wait for him on the outskirts of town, on the edge of town, waiting for him to come. And after some time after noon, like a little more than an hour after noon, you see on the horizon a group of horses and people coming towards Torpe slowly on their way. As they come close, you manage to discern that there's about 10 people that seems to be only guards that look like this. Half of them are riding horses, and the other half are walking a little, some meters behind the most of the people. And there's three distinctive persons with them as well. One of them seems to be a mage of some sort, as you can tell by the clothes he's wearing, a human mage. The other one is this guy that seems to be a merchant or a member of nobility because he wears fine clothing, and exactly on the center of all of this group of wanderers, there's probably the most like beautiful person you have seen. Like he looks like someone straight from a movie. He's young. He looks like a pop star. He's young and the shape of his face and his hair, it's all almost too perfect to have not been made up. And as you have seen from the descriptions of him, that must be Raphael. And I think this
Lyric
image
was
that
hotter.
I think this image that I got is from some game of some kind because it has a box of dialogue.
Speech bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and, you, and you see them coming towards your direction. What do you do?
She's gonna take a deep breath, step forward, and wave her hand. How far away are they?
Yeah, they're close enough for you to talk to one another.
She's gonna glance at Raphael, but then look directly at the merchant-looking man because he seems to he has an air of being the one to talk to, it appears, because why would the talent be talked to? And she's gonna go up to him and say, "Hello, my name is Blythe. We are so happy to welcome you to Thorpe. I work at the tavern where you all will be performing and staying, and we wanted to come greet you and maybe see if we could collect your luggage, take it to the tavern while we show you around the town."
You can roll for persuasion
Roll high.
or deception if you
I'm
want.
gonna put my arm on her and give her guidance. Sorry.
Thank you. So guidance is a D4, so persuasion and a D4. Okay.
Can I give the help action?
Are you going to say something to help her?
I'm going to say, yes, my crew here is here to assist with the bags, take them where they need to go, while my lovely ladies here will help show you around the town.
Okay, so you can roll another one for your advantage. Right.
Nat 20!
Oh, yeah.
Of course,
Yes.
of course.
Oh. Oh. Oh, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Great
We
work.
love you, Ned.
You all noticed that the manager guy had this look on his face of discontent. He seemed to have not been enjoying his voyage so far, and he was certainly in a bad mood when you started talking to him. But as he noticed, he takes a look at Blythe, and with your incredible persuasion, you manage to break that armor that social armor that he was wearing, and he kind of breaks it in a chuckle, and he oh, you are the one that will show us down. Is that right? For the luggage.
Ooh, I did not like the way he said that.
For the luggage, only our personnel will handle them. But you can show them where to. Where is Raphael's room? And he looks at Raphael. Raphael looks at him but remains silent. And the manager says, the artist will take a rest before his performance, but you can show me around town. What do you say?
B2. Happy to. Okay, hold on. Cool. I'm not gonna do anything then. I look at Dara and I say, well, looks like we would be leading this lovely gentleman, and I do apologize. What was your name, sir?
Yeah, of course you wouldn't know me. I'm not the artist here, right? And he laughs. Some of the thugs laugh as well, but Raphael stands quiet. And he says, you can call me Litodus.
Pleasure is mine, Litodus. My name is Blythe, and my companion is named Chandara.
Beautiful names.
Thank you, sir. I look at Ned and I say, well, make sure you escort, I hand the key to him, I say, make sure you escort these gentlemen to Raphael's room and ensure that their luggage and that is taken care of and they have all that they need.
Okay.
And she just
Okay.
like looks at him in the eye, and it's like,
Ned is going to reach out telepathically to Blythe and be like, "Am I the only one with a really bad feeling about this?"
she's gonna respond, thankful, because I was looking at casting message, but it has a verbal and somatic component, so no. And is gonna say to him, it doesn't feel great. However, let's keep playing along. We have other options. Just because this one didn't succeed, at least we're now in their good graces.
If you get a second and you are able to sneak it, try and message Raphael and let him know I'm going to try and talk to him in a way that preserves his voice.
He's coming with y'all, I think.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just I'll probably try and reach out to Raphael telepathically just on the DL. See if I can suss out what's going on.
Yeah, I guess we peel off with creepy manager man.
Okay. You try to reach Raphael's mind. Is that right?
I think I'm not going to do it immediately. I'm going to wait until, like, how many of these thugs are staying with Raphael?
All of them. There's 10 thugs.
All of them.
Plus the wizard guy, which I still have are looking for a good artwork that doesn't seem like he can end the world. All these wizard artworks are like super powerful or like very old.
Okay.
Anyways.
I think I'm gonna reach out telepathically to Raphael and be like, if you'll pardon my intrusion, sir, we just want to make sure we're providing our finest service to you. Is there anything private that you'd prefer I provide you with?
He looks puzzled to you. And he looks at the wizard and look back to you and says, no, it's fine. His voice, even in his mind, is so thin that almost seems like he's out of his breath.
Interesting.
Okay. Ned's going to ask, like, I think, kind of dropping the pretense. He's gonna go,
Alright.
can't hear. What?
I said, no, already, we're hopping in. We're diving in.
No, he's not. He's just doing it with Raphael directly because he's a little concerned. He's not fully dropping the pretense. He's just gonna go, hey, nobody can hear us. It's just you and me. Are you okay? Can we get you anything?
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hang on. Lost my character sheet.
Guidances are.
I know.
Yeah,
I did this
Don't
all
know
on
what
my own.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh no.
Calm down. I still can roll bad on my insight.
Natural 20.
Yeah, I mistakenly. I'll roll again. Oof, yeah. He looks puzzled once again, and he. No, it's all right. Please leave my mind, if you will.
Okay. If you need anything, just get my attention. I'm always here for a private conversation.
Roll deception, Ned.
Deception?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Another
no.
fucking 9!
Yeah, what's going on? Oh my, I have to.
We're paying for the nat 20.
9.
So now it's time for the wizard to see if he grasps what's going on, and he does. The wizard looks very pissed off expression to both Raphael and you, and he says, "What are you doing? Are you reaching the the Bard's mind? Are you?
How would I do that? Is that something halflings can commonly do, good sir?
I have seen that kind of spell before.
Oh, have you?
Raphael.
I would love to hear.
Go on.
Yeah, I would love to hear more about that when you have time. All I was attempting to do was offer our esteemed guest the finest service, and including my discretion.
I'll have my eye closely at you. And
I wouldn't have it anywhere else, my friend. And what was your name, if I might ask?
my name is Arthur, but you don't need to know it because we won't be working with you from now on. Man, please take this halfling away from Raphael. And one of the thugs comes close to you. He doesn't touch you, but he makes the sign for you to come on, little guy. Let's move.
I think Ned is going to shoot one last glance at Raphael and kind of walk away. And then if Blythe is still in range, he's going to message Blythe and be like, there's something very wrong here.
Message, or how far is your telepathic link?
I think it's 60 feet.
I would assume we're probably not in range at that
Okay.
point then.
Then I think he's gonna-
Assuming
he's
that's
gonna-
some time.
I think he's going to message Urist and be like, yes, Urist and Vita, and be like, there's something very wrong here.
Are we in telepathic contact?
Yes.
Okay. Urist like raises like one of his bushy eyebrows, like, and I'm like, yep. How did the mage know that you were doing something to his mind? Plus, this guy looks drugged.
His mind definitely it didn't feel the same as when we're talking right now. It felt like he was at the bottom of a well or something. There's something really, really wrong. I will be honest, scoping out his bodyguards, I think we could probably take the thugs themselves. It'd be close, but we could do it. I gotta get a beat on this wizard. This fucking Atha guy, we gotta get a read on him.
Okay. DM, can I size up the guards? I mean, like, how powerful do they look?
Make a insight check.
Insight.
I'll give the help action.
Insight is. Ooh, I am proficient.
You helped by getting reamed out by him.
Mm-hmm.
7.
The two of you,
course.
the two of you,
Damn.
cross your arms and stare at them for some time, and
I can't fucking figure it out. Can you?
they wear leather armor, and they have maces and crossbows with them. Okay. They all have some scars and like they dress to be intimidating, like they have some teeth and claws from animals, like as earrings or as collars and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So they dress to impress in the menacing kind of way. And lastly, you would say how many HP you have total?
Ned?
Urist, sorry.
Oh, you're
32.
32.
Mhm.
Yeah, you really, based on on Urist's honest opinion, you think you can take one on your own, maybe two or three. Like if you in a fist fight, you think you could take two or three of them, but the 10 of them, that would be too much.
Mm, mm, mm.
So,
We could pay them off.
no.
In the end, they're mercenaries. They only care about the money.
You're right,
They're
but
charmed.
I've got a feeling there's something else going on here. I think we need to regroup and re-examine our strategy, and we definitely need more information from Lexi because she did not give us everything.
I'll trust your judgment. Don't make me regret it, please.
I mean, have I yet?
Do I need to count?
Don't count. Please don't.
You know us dwarves are good at bookkeeping.
I feel like that's a racist stereotype in some way, but I'm not going to get into it.
It is a racist stereotype, but it's true.
Well,
One,
we'll work on it, Urist. We'll work on it.
one does not deny the other, you know.
Okay. So, as it stands right now, Squidly is still up in the room. So I think when we get some distance, I think Ned is going to like see through Squidly's eyes and watch them carry the stuff up into the room, just to kind of scope out.
Good call.
Okay.
Just hope that the wizard doesn't detect Squiggly. Otherwise,
Oh.
we'll be in big
Wizard.
trouble.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
I don't think. Hang on, I want to check one thing.
Unless he
Didn't
had
the
Crusade
wizard
or something.
say-
He's not- He's going. I'm gonna say Squidly's not invisible. He is shape changed into a spider.
Oh.
Hmm.
Didn't the wizard say that the bard was going to go rest right away?
He did.
Okay, so you are in range for you to enter your familiar's senses,
Yes.
right?
As Spidely.
Spidely. Spider Squidly. Okay.
It's like
Spiderly.
he's in a spider, but he still just has one giant eye. It's very unnerving.
Still weirdly viscous for a spider.
Very viscous.
Slimy.
Okay, so you chose the most red the one insect or arachnid in this situation that most people would see and try to kill it right away. You want to hide as Spidely, or
Yes, and let me check and see what spider stats are like.
It's +2 to Dex, but a +4 to Stealth.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d20 for his hide. That's an 18 to hide.
okay, that's a damn good stealth. Okay, so you managed to find a place where you can hide from them and still have a direct view to see what
Yes.
the hell is going on in that room.
Mhm.
Okay, so some time passes. The thugs enter the room and start putting the luggage on the place and preparing stuff. You see that one of the of those
What the
bags. Sorry.
No, ignore me.
Okay. You notice that one of those big bags he opens and he takes away the loot, and the thug himself starts playing it a little. He doesn't seem to be very good at, but you think he's only testing it and tuning the strings and see if everything it's fine. And after the long journey from one town to the other, he puts it back on its bag, and then all the thugs left at once it's all said and done. Then some minutes pass and Raphael enters the room alongside Arthur, the mage. Arthur then says, so yeah, it's not that as crappy as I thought it would be. I think you may rest easy here. Remember, don't speak to anyone, and I'll have some thugs on the doors for if anything happens. Are you okay? And Raphael nods his head. Look, if you need to you know, to pass it to me for some time, it's okay, you know. Raphael then shakes his head in negation and kind of pushes, just softly pushes Arthur for him to see he's not wanted there. And then Raphael goes to the bed and falls asleep almost immediately. And you hear the door closing behind him.
Okay.
Okay. So, knowing they were heading to the tavern, Vita would have fallen back and gotten to the rooftops. And gotten on top of the tavern and located herself over his room near the window. And just kind of be waiting.
Okay, just waiting.
for
Two.
some-
Do we know where the wizard's at now? Did you guys see him? Where he went?
If anyone is inside of the tavern,
Are we back yet,
Yeah.
or are we still touring?
no, you both are touring yet.
Ned is currently blind, deaf, and unconscious, slumped over as he's like warged into his spider. Into Spidely.
Yeah, Ned, where exactly did you went to warg? Into your room?
Ned's in his room.
Okay. And Urist, where are you? I think since Ned was shooshed away by the thug, Urist, you and Kara were the ones to lead them to inside the tavern and pointing them to the room. But then they asked you to leave, and that was enough for you to. So
Okay.
so Kara got up on the roof, and Urist, what you do?
If that's the case, I am. I am. Where is the wizard going? After, because I saw him go up with the bard, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
After some time, after you see him going upstairs, and if you wait in the tavern for like 15 minutes, you will see him and 5 of the thugs going downstairs again, looking at you just for a second, and then went into the bar asking for some. You see him talking to Hagar for some time. He orders some beer for the thugs and stays inside of the tavern.
Okay. So what I'm doing is at least try to get into a friendly drinking competition with the thugs. Let's see if I can soften them up.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it's a very old movie with Bud Spencer and Terence Hill. Watch Out, We're Mad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have not, but go on.
So basically, the story is that there's two friends who win a dune buggy in a racing competition, and they decide that at the start of the story they decide to bet on a game that's beer and sausage. Both of them do 1 beer, 1 sausage, 1 beer, 1 sausage, 1 beer, 1 sausage. The first one who goes under the table loses the car and pays the tab. And that's what I'm doing with these guys. Let's see if they bite.
Okay. So how do you approach them?
So I'm still here in front of
What?
Hagar. I just look at the first one that's at my left or at my right and go like,
Huh?
hard time babysitting.
I don't know.
Hard times babysitting a star, huh?
Stuff just needed airing out.
Let me, Michael, can
know.
I mute you first? Quickly.
I thought I was muted.
Yeah.
No, you weren't.
What? Hang on.
Yeah, now it's muted. Okay. Urist,
Okay.
you say that, and you see the smile growing on the thugs' faces, but then Arthur, he says, "Excuse us, they are working yet. Why don't you go mind your own business?"
I just look at the wizard and I was like, come on, fancy boy. It's not that the tavern is gonna be attacked. Give him a break.
Okay.
I'm just interpreting like the exasperating working man so they can actually relate to me. Besides, like, I've been a caravan guard, so I can play the part.
Mm-hmm. Okay, make a persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion. I don't think I am proficient in persuasion, but I have my +1 charisma.
Mm.
Roll high. 8. What the hell?
Yeah, let's see if I wasted all the insight that he has. Oh yeah. The mage says, well, I'm out of words for it. Hagar, is it? Can you please make your this man leave us be, please? He is annoying me and my co-workers. And Hagar just gives you a like come on, Urist, look.
Okay, so I roll my eye, still look at the thug at my left, and go like in a voice that's low but not low enough that the wizard doesn't hear me. I was like, looks like I'm annoying just him. Meet me at the table if you want to drink. And then move away. And that serves two purposes. First, it centers the wizard's attention on me, because I'm annoying him, and mellows the guard.
Yeah, of course, that is for sure. Okay.
There, I've
Uh,
said my piece.
you see that once in a while the thugs give you a curious look when the mage is not addressing them, but for the time being they stay on the same table and don't do anything else.
Okay. When they do, I just raise my tankard but say nothing.
Okay.
Ned would like to try something.
Yeah. Go on.
So the sleep spell does not say anything about me needing line of sight on a creature for it to be affected.
Okay.
So what I would like to do is I would like to cast sleep centered on Raphael's room.
Okay. Okay. Let's. Can we keep that for next session? Because I was planning on going to the part of Blythe and
Oh yeah,
and Chandara,
Sure.
and then
Sorry.
wrapping up. But let's say you cast the spell and you are yet to see the result of it. Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll the dice and we can address it next week.
Okay.
Absolute dog shit.
26. Cool. In the meantime, while the boys and Vida were doing their thing on the other side of town, where did you take him? Blythe and Chandara, where are you taking the manager?
Sorry, I have my mic muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Is there like a merchant's like center of town? He seems like he likes to like shop and spend money.
He says, well, I actually am not in need of anything in particular. I have I have access to the merchants in Mons Domus, which are far more well suited for a man of my prestige, you know. So,
Absolutely.
don't you have like a beautiful, I don't know, a statue or maybe some good-looking valley or something? I don't know, something, some eye candy for me.
Sure. Do we have any of those things?
Yeah, not nearby.
I'll be like, well, our most beautiful area is actually the forest, not too far from here, but it's a couple hours travel. I'll try and take him to the spot that has the clearest view of the forest from town.
Mm-hmm.
Like that forest said to hide magical secrets and danger and mystery. We even heard there was a man haunting nightmares living there for a while.
Oh, really? Tell me about it.
We killed him.
Well, he was terrorizing the town, and no one could sleep without being attacked by him. And we were at our wits' end, so we went out to the forest and tried to talk to him to make him stop. And he didn't want to do that, so we decided to take him out. It's a miracle we didn't die, right, Dara?
Yeah.
Honestly, a miracle we didn't die.
I have no idea how he didn't die, but it was fun.
We had no business. That thing was terrifying. And then, like, Blythe just, like, chuckles and, like, kind of, like, sets a hand on his arm and's like, but I'm sure you guys have seen so many just incredible stories on your travels through the land as accompanying such a performer like Raphael.
Well, we did. Well, this is an amazing story that you've told me. If you're willing to give me more details, maybe I could write a song about it and have Raphael sing it for you. What do you say?
Blythe does like her best impersonation of like all the like swoony girls she would see, like who would like swoon as the hot young soldiers would come through town and all of that. And she's like, A song about us sung by Raphael? Well, so we initially fought the monster in our dreams. He gave us nightmares, and we fought him in the dreams and fought him off. Well, everybody but Dara, she wasn't impacted like him, so she kept us safe and kept us tethered to the real world. And after that, we just went to his cave and searched around, found information about him. He was summoned by this horrible man who was trying to wreak havoc on the town and steal everybody's dream energy. And when we got back to the cave, we decided we would never be able to outstrength him. I mean, look at us. We're
yeah.
Do we look like fighters?
Certainly not.
I know. But you know, we planted a big thing of alcohol and lit it on fire, so it exploded in the cavern and exploded on him.
Oh, really?
Which allowed us to fight him and destroy him.
Wow. That's actually a clever solution for your problem. If you cannot if you cannot best your enemy, you surely can find ways to explode him, right?
It was a little terrifying. I got pretty hurt in that explosion. If it wasn't for Dara here, I probably would have died.
I just give like a awkward smile of like, heh, yeah.
She's amazing with medicine. Natural gift with medicine. She was able to treat my wounds right there.
You're an elf, right?
Yeah.
I have not
Sort of.
seen many of you. I certainly
Many.
have a lot of curiosity for your people.
We're pretty cool. Pretty cool elf here. That's me.
So,
10 out of 10 would recommend.
I actually, so you take him to a more quiet place and less crowded, right?
It's crowded. I think we would probably. I would at least be asking him, you know, how long he's been Raphael, like what he does. Like, I think it seems pretty clear that like he's enjoying the attention being on him for once.
Yeah. So once let's say you had all this conversation while you were walking towards a more quiet place, and then all of a sudden he stops. He looks all around you, and he then says, "Well, there is one thing that I would like to ask from you."
Okay.
Actually, I'm pretty shy myself to ask that of such a such beautiful women and capable fighters from the story that you told me. I don't know how to put it, but well, let me start from the beginning then. The truth is, we have heard of the problem that Thorpe was suffering from nightmares. And for a point of time there, we actually thought that of coming here and trying to save the day, but we didn't go forward on that plan. Then we, after the problem was solved, we got curious. Maybe the one that solved the problem could be what we're looking for. So now I met you, and you were the ones that killed the Oni, right? So so I'm here to ask you, both of you, to join our cause. What say you?
What is your cause?
We are a traveling band of preachers. But that is not something that we explicitly tell people. Instead, we have a much more subtle approach. Like this conversation that we're having right now. We go from town to town, even the little ones like Torpe, to see if there's any standouts among the regular folk. And you two are more than standouts. You are exquisitive.
Would like to do an insight check on him, please.
Yeah. I was just about to say the same thing.
Bad vibes.
You
bad
can
vibes.
one of you can roll at advantage from the help of the other.
Yeah, I'll give you help because I have shit insight.
I have pretty good insight.
You're a wisdom caster.
Ooh,
Ooh.
24.
yeah. You don't need
Guidance?
Don't even need to
Well.
add guidance to that because it's
Yeah.
so clear. So yeah, you really can tell he has hidden intentions. It's not that he is outright lying, but he is maybe embellishing the truth. But you can really tell he got he thinks you can tell this. He really thinks you are capable fighters and mages and whatnot. You are capable battlers. Let's put it at that. So, but you really can't. You really think he has hidden intentions. Like maybe he just wants to use your power and not have you as allies. Then you remember, yeah. Then you remember that Raphael doesn't say anything. He's just there like a pawn.
Yeah.
And then,
Blythe is gonna look at him and just be like, "Well, that is the most generous and kind offer. I mean, to think of us that way, I couldn't imagine. We are part of a group, so we would need to talk things over, and I know I would like to learn a little bit more about what you all do. Could we maybe talk after the performance tonight?"
I kind of was expecting a answer right here, right now. I think your group is all well and good, but we are looking for the more spellcasty type of people.
Understood.
What would joining entail? Like, would you need us to like sign a contract or?
It's not like a sheet of paper. It's more like a verbal contract.
Nope.
It's very loose also. You don't have to give a lot and you receive a lot for it. But you would also need to venture. You don't need to come along with us if you don't want to, but you surely have to gather more people. Let's put it at that. I get you guys to join us, and then the patron gives me rewards for having you to join. And then let's say you go somewhere else, and each one of you find 2 more people, and then those 2 people find 2 more people. And
Oh my fucking god.
It's almost like a pyramid.
yeah,
scheme.
yeah, you
You're
can.
getting wrapped up in a. Oh my god!
No,
I
it's
suddenly
not-
hate my patron list.
It's not a pyramid scheme. It's totally different.
Okay.
It's a triangle trick. It's completely
Yes.
different, Blythe.
Blythe,
Ned appears out of nowhere. It's like, God,
Yeah.
Blythe, it's obvious.
the number of warlock patron offers I've had in this session. Blythe is gonna look at Dara and look at the manager, and she's like, I don't know. I mean, I would be so worried about Hagar here and the people of Thorpe, and I mean, they're just without us. I feel like we're leaving them high and dry, and we know how dangerous this city can be. I mean, Dara and I here are kind of their main line of defense.
I'm kind of interested, but before I give you an answer, I'd just really like if I could have like 10 minutes with Raphael. I'm such a huge fan. And if I could just have like a few minutes with him, then I think that could sway my decision.
Oh my fucking god.
Well, if you say yes, both of you are more than welcome to join our traveling group, and you can spend as much time as you want with Raphael. But I need an answer right now, if you.
If you need an answer now, my answer is no. But I'm not going to judge or stop you, Dara. I'm just a small town girl. That sounds way too much for me. I'm just gonna look at Dara.
I still have not told you about the benefits. Well.
Yes, please tell me more about the benefit.
My god, you are so pushy.
Is there a timeshare package?
My how can I put it? My patron is a very, very powerful. How can you put it? He's don't laugh at me, okay? I promise it's very, very, very powerful. But he is like, how do you call those little things that look like bugs, but also kind of look like tiny people?
A fairy?
Yes. My patron is like the biggest of fairies.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can I roll an insight check on Dara to see if she's genuinely interested or is just playing along?
Oh no.
No, don't do it.
Oh.
And
Let's kill this guy.
the thing about fairies is that they like to play with the minds of people. So you learn from him to control emotions, to read thoughts, and eventually even to make someone your own pal.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Blythe is just gonna kind of shift over to Dara and put her hand on her arm and say, Dara, dear, I don't know that.
Tell her to talk to Ned. Ned, oh no.
Dara, dear, I don't. Magic comes at a cost, no matter where it comes from. I think we should. I'm not going to stop you, no matter what you do, but I think we should consider this heavily before we give an answer. And if the answer has to be right now, then I don't think it should be yes. Until we have some time to think about it.
I think I've pretty much made up my mind. I just have a few more questions to make sure I really understand the ramifications. So, did Raphael make a deal with your big fairy, or did you make the deal?
We've both had.
And so when I have these powers to make people my friend, would it just come from me, or would I need a special flower that I give them to make them my friend?
Actually, since you mentioned it, we usually have a sort of gift be given to us It might come in a wide array of forms. For Raphael, for example, it's his special guitar pick.
That sounds really cool. But it's so small. I'd be worried I might lose it. What would happen if you lost it?
Don't worry. Every time he thinks he has lost it, after some time it comes back to him magically.
Oh, that's cool. But so, is Raphael's deal with the king, or with you, or with the big fairy, or with you?
Sorry, I didn't.
So, like, is the deal with the manager, or is the deal with the fey creature itself?
The fey creature. Every single one of us are just his faithful agents. Nothing else.
So let's say I magicked all these people to really, really like the taste of purple flowers, because believe me, they're actually really delicious. And so let's say I made everybody believe that. And then, I don't know, I got trampled by a horse, because they're everywhere here. Like, kind of a problem. But let's say I got trampled by a horse. Would everybody, still think that purple flowers were delicious for forever?
Well, it depends. If you split the influence, it becomes less potent. But if you concentrated it, like if you use all your power to a single mind, you can pretty much control that mind. And for indefinite time. But I don't know what happens if you die. None of us has yet.
Yeah, that's fair. Hopefully you don't. But Oh, also, so I get that you're the manager in both the patron way as well as the taverns that you play at way. So are you the go-to? Are you the big fairies go-to guy? Because that'd be really cool.
Well, since you since you mentioned, not to brag about, but I'm kind of the number 2 around here. The boss comes directly at me if he wants anything.
So you must be really powerful then too, hey?
Oh yeah. If you're into powerful guys, and he winks.
I gotta. I think powerful guys are super cool. What kind of spells can you do? I'm still learning, but are there any other really cool spells that come with this pact?
Yeah, you get a lot of knowledge that you can use. And he makes some. He conjures a how is it called? He conjures a lot of little globes of light floating.
Fairy fire.
It's not fairy fire. It's a cantrip.
Yeah,
No,
it's
dancing
just
lights.
Dancing lights.
Dancing lights. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Wow, that's so fun.
Wow, that is super powerful. I don't know anybody that can do that.
I don't think I can.
Having
that spell.
literally have the dancing lights cantrip.
Well, what say you then?
Damn.
It's a deal.
I'm still not totally sold yet. I think I'd like to hear from somebody besides you. Doesn't have to be Raphael, but just maybe somebody else, because you're the big head honcho guy. I need a little bit of insider information just to push me over the edge, you know?
Yeah, we know you have it good, but like, we want to hear from somebody who'd be like on our level when we come in.
Like maybe your mage.
Okay, that is fair. But okay. Let's have it your way. But I'm making an exception because I really want you to feel comfortable and joining us soon enough. So
You're
let's
the best.
Let's go back to the tavern. So as you are walking back to the tavern, let's wrap it up here.
I need a
Let's
shower
leave
now.
it to next week. I really wanted to see for you. I have prepared like both the positive and the negative answer. So, in my head, I was ending the session in one of two ways. But let's postpone it to next session. There's no problem.
Warlock cult. How did I get propositioned by 2 warlocks this time around?
How is it that my creepy tentacle monster patron is the most respectful warlock patron in town right now?
Yeah.
Alright, gang. I gotta wrap it up. I gotta pop a sleeping pill and get to bed.
Ooh. Okay.
Good game tonight, y'all.
Oh, I had a
Talk to you later,
blast.
guys.
And thanks everyone for coming, and until next week. So next week, 1 hour earlier from what was today.
Please.
Yeah.
That's gonna be weird though, because we're gonna be down somebody who's going to be key to this.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Well, I might be able to
maybe,
play.
maybe.
It'll depend on what my Wi-Fi is like in Mexico, because it's like the night before my surgery. So
Oh, okay.
if
Worst case
Wi-Fi
scenario-
is good enough, then
Worst case scenario, we'll do anime rules and we just do a side quest in the meantime.
Our beach episode.
Episode.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go pass out too because
Okay.
I have stuff tomorrow. But fun session, y'all.
Sleep too.
Yeah.
So, good night, guys.
Good night.
bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night, guys. Awesome session.
Yeah. Ending the Twitch stream.